Candace Parker recently served as the narrator for In the League, a film that looked at women's empowerment around the NBA, available now on Facebook Watch. And Candace caught my attention the other night, the Players Only, where, you know, they came out at halftime. They were talking about the Celtics, and Candace said they play like they don't like each other. And it stood out. And then I said to Fritzy, see if Candace will join us. And kind enough to take some time out for us. Candace, good morning. How are you?
Good morning. How you doing?
I'm doing okay. It jumped off the TV when you said that. Why did you think the Celtics played like they didn't like each other?
I don't know. I just feel like we've all been in situations and been a part of things where I'm not a firm believer that you have to like your teammates. But when you're on the court, when there's usually a lot of pointing and a lot of different faces, and you can look at different benches within the NBA, and you can see teams that support each other. And it just doesn't seem like that. And then obviously from the recent comments that have come out from Morris, as well as with Al Horford, and obviously Kyrie, you can just tell that, they could still get it together, but it's been a rough season so far.
But what do you see body language-wise, bench-wise with the Lakers?
Well, that's tough. When you're going through a stretch that they have with the amount of injuries that they've had, as well as with just, obviously the trade rumors, it's always been a tough season for them. But obviously I was a little taken aback by not just the body language, but just when Coach Luke Walton came out yesterday and said that last night's game wasn't a must-win situation.
I know.
I think that was kind of misleading, and you knew it was a must-win last night, and so anybody that is a Laker fan or a part of the Laker organization knew that they had to get that game, and so it's going to be a tough road for them going forward.
But also, I'm wondering about this from a star player's perspective, because you've been there. Here's LeBron. Would you want to play? Would you want to go into that situation if you're a free agent?
That's tough. I know he's focused on this year and, the process of this year. But it is still LeBron James, and it is still somebody that has gotten to the finals with the Heat, with Cleveland, with teams that had not as much talent as others have had. So you still put yourself in a great situation. And he did miss 16, 17 games this season. So those are all things that you have to look at. I think it depends on the fit, but they're going to have to do something through either free agency or through the trade market to get him a Batman, or get him a Robin, I should say, to his Batman.
Yeah, I just don't know if I'm looking at the personalities here. Is Klay Thompson going to be interested in that? Would Kawhi be interested in that? Is there somebody else out there that you go, boy, Anthony Davis looks like he has the personality that he would be okay in that situation, where he doesn't need to be the star and he wants to play in Los Angeles and play with LeBron. But I just don't know if there's, a great inventory of people who are going to want to go into that circus there. Kawhi talked about that before. KD's not going to want to get into that. So like, where are you getting a second tier? Are you getting a couple of Bs instead of one A player in the offseason?
Well, Klay Thompson is in the absolute perfect situation for him. It doesn't seem like he would want to leave, nor should he. The same, I'd say for KD. Obviously, he's up in the air about where he's going to go. But when you're trying to win a championship and you're playing with one of the biggest stars and Steph Curry in the NBA, I don't know why you would leave a number one place team. That's just me. You asked as a player's point of view, but I do believe that they're going to attract somebody. I don't know. I'm not huge on Kawhi going there to play with LeBron. I said from the get-go, if there was a way for them to get a Bradley Beal to play with the Lakers, I really like his fit. I think it would be great. I mean, I know it's he's under contract, and obviously with John Wall being out, I don't know if they're going to trade him now, but I like that sort of superstar, because if you think about it, yes, he went to the NBA Finals and won a championship with with Kyrie Irving, but he just needs pieces around him where, especially at this point in his career, he's going to be able to get to the paint at will. He needs people that are going to be able to knock down shots and get a shot for themselves. And that's what Bradley Beal does. And I really love his game and think he would be fantastic with the Lakers.
Yeah, wonderful shooter. This is a team that doesn't shoot free throws well. They don't shoot threes well, and they have more turnovers than I think all but two teams there. I mean, you really got to – other than that, we're in great shape going into next season here. We're talking to Candace Parker, who is part of the Players Only Lounge there on TNT. Doubleheader featuring Rockets, Raptors, Celtics at the Warriors. Back in 2007, you were named to People Magazine's Most Beautiful People list. Do you get a trophy, a certificate?
You took it way back to 2007.
Yeah. Yeah.
There was no trophy. It was just a lot of jabs at the dinner table for my brothers. So that was how that went.
Oh, man. Now, are you there? If you don't make the list in 2008, then how do you feel if you were beautiful in 2007?
Exactly.
Were you beautiful in 2008?
That's the thing. I started having like self-confidence and all that. It was like 1 year I was like a one-hit wonder.
You're like Milli Vanilli there.
Yeah, seriously.
Your favorite Pat Summitt story?
Honestly, my favorite Pat Summitt story probably is off the court. We had so many times where she invited us over to the house, and she was famous for her jalapeno corn that she used to make and her homemade ice cream. And so I remember one day, I think it was my junior year, I went over there and she taught me how to make the jalapeno corn and showed me how she did the homemade ice cream. So I think those are the type of memories that I really love and cherish about Coach.
And I tell people this, and at the time they thought I was crazy. I'd been saying for years, if the men's team would hire Pat Summitt, that would be an upgrade. She would be great. She could have coached anybody. I don't know if that's the ultimate compliment to give her. You would know better, but Pat Summitt could coach. It wasn't she could coach women. She could coach, and she could have coached men's basketball Division I. I don't think there would have been any. I think we would have gotten past it right away because you would have realized she's just as tough as Mike Krzyzewski.
Well, I think it's also the fact that she was kind of the first of the kind to coach women like athletes. And I grew up in a household where, I had two older brothers, and my dad told me I could do anything I wanted to do. And to go to the University of Tennessee and to play for a coach that treated me as an athlete and was tough on me and, obviously loved me when I needed to be loved, but was extremely tough and set goals and expectations for me that are higher than I ever thought I could do. And so regardless of whether she could coach men or whatever, she coached women as athletes, and it was kind of the first of the kind of making us realize, we don't have to be treated different. Like this is, we step on the court and we want to be basketball players.
If you played Charles Barkley one-on-one. Okay. Wait, can you take him?
Can I take him? Is that even a question?
I just asked. I'm just being respectful to Barkley.
In the spirit of Women's Month or whatever this month, I'll be courteous. But come on, that's not even a question.
You could take Barkley.
Is that even a question?
Yes, I'm asking.
Are we
yes.
commentating, or are we talking about
it's just one-on-one?
We've always seen his golf.
No, it's one-on-one, Candace. It's make it, take it.
One-on-one.
Yeah.
Like where are we? We're eating at a restaurant?
No, you're playing hoops. One-on-one.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to help you out. You're really legitimately asking a question of whether I could take Charles Barkley. I'm like 32 years old and still playing basketball. And he is, I don't even know how old Charles is. And sitting, commentating full time. If I can take him one-on-one.
Okay, I'm trying to be respectful. My money is on you, Candace. I would hope
so. I would hope it would be no other place.
Okay, if it's you against Shaq.
I mean, I just beat him in shooting last week. Like, I mean, we're talking about different positions.
Yeah, but Candace, I can outshoot Shaq.
I know, but I'm saying if you're getting the ball and he's just backing me down.
Oh, okay. All right.
Anybody. But if you give me the ball first, yeah, I got.
Could you take Ernie Johnson?
Actually, Ernie's challenging.
Yeah, I'll bet. Yeah. Hey, congrats on the success so far. Not only basketball, but doing this broadcasting stuff. It's fun watch, and I appreciated hearing your opinion. So, good luck with that.
Thank you so much.
I appreciate your time, Candace. Thank you.
Take care.
That's Candace Parker, TNT NBA TV analyst. I mean, I was trying to be fair to Barkley there. Candace is probably as tall as Barkley, and a whole lot better shape there.
For more Dan Patrick Show, tune to Audience Channel 239 on DirecTV or download the Dan Patrick Show app.